If you're preparing for the Huawei HCIA-Datacom V1.0 exam, don't schedule your test before watching this video, because in this video, I'll show you the most important Huawei HCIA-Datacom V1.0 exam questions and topics that can help you pass the exam quickly. If you're planning to pass the Huawei HCIA-Datacom V1.0 certification exam on your first attempt, you're in the right place. This certification is offered by Huawei, and it focuses on network fundamentals, IP addressing, routing protocols, switching technologies, WLAN, and network security using Huawei's VRP platform. In this video, we'll cover Huawei HCIA-Datacom V1.0 exam questions based on actual exam topics and preparation tips that can help you pass the exam quickly. Also, if you want the complete Huawei HCIA-Datacom V1.0 practice questions PDF, you can download it from the Study for Exam link in the description. Question number 1. Which model defines a 7-layer framework for network communication? A. TCP IP model. B. OSI reference model. C. Huawei VRP model. C. IEEE 802 model. Correct answer. B. OSI reference model. Explanation. The OSI, Open Systems Interconnection Reference Model, defines 7 layers: physical, data link, network, transport, session, presentation, and application to standardize network communication between different systems. Question number 2. What is the size of an IPv4 address? A. 16 bits. B. 32 bits. C. 64 bits. D. 128 bits. Correct answer. B. 32 bits. Explanation. IPv4 addresses are 32 bits long, written in dotted decimal notation, e.g. 192.168.1.1, allowing approximately 4.3 billion unique addresses. Question number 3. Which protocol operates at the network layer and is responsible for logical addressing and packet forwarding? A. Ethernet. B. TCP. C. IP. D. ARP. Correct answer. C. IP. Explanation. IP Internet Protocol operates at Layer 3 of the OSI model. It is responsible for logical addressing, routing, and forwarding of data packets across networks. One important thing about the Huawei HCIA-Datacom V1.0 exam is that questions are heavily focused on practical networking concepts and Huawei VRP command line scenarios. So make sure you clearly understand topics like OSI and TCP IP models, IP addressing and subnetting, static and dynamic routing, RIP, OSPF, VLAN configuration and trunking, Huawei VRP system and commands, network security basics, and WLAN fundamentals. These areas appear frequently in the Huawei HCIA-Datacom V1.0 exam. Question number 4. In the TCP IP model, which layer corresponds to both the session and presentation layers of the OSI model? A. Network layer. B. Transport layer. C. Application layer. D. Data link layer. Correct answer. C. Application layer. Explanation. The TCP IP model's application layer combines the functions of the OSI model's session, presentation, and application layers, handling high-level protocols like HTTP, FTP, and DNS. Question number 5. Which device operates at Layer 2 of the OSI model and forwards frames based on MAC addresses? A. Router. B. Hub. C. Switch. D. Firewall. Correct answer. C. Switch. Explanation. A switch operates at the data link layer, Layer 2, and uses MAC address tables to forward frames only to the correct destination port, improving network efficiency. Question number 6. What does the TTL field in an IP packet header? What is the network address of the IP address 192.168.10.50 with a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. A. 192.168.10.0. B. 192.168.0.0. C. 192.168.10.50. D. 192.168.10.255. The answer is A. 192.168.10.0. Correct answer. A. 192.168.10.0. Explanation. With a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0/24, the first 24 bits represent the network portion. The network address of 192.168.10.50 is therefore 192.168.10.0. Question number 7. Which routing protocol uses hop count as its metric and has a maximum hop count of 15? A. OSPF. B. BGP. C. RIP. D. ISIS. Correct answer. C. RIP. Explanation. RIP, Routing Information Protocol, is a distance vector protocol that uses hop count as its routing metric. A maximum hop count of 15 means any destination beyond 15 hops is considered unreachable. Question number 8. On a Huawei switch, which command is used to enter system view from user view? A. Enable. B. Configure terminal. C. System view. D. Admin mode. Correct answer. C. System view. Explanation. On Huawei VRP, the command system view is used to enter system view from user view, where global configuration commands can be applied. This is different from Cisco's configure terminal. Question number 9. What type of address is FF, FFF, FFF, FF in a network? A. Unicast MAC address. B. Multicast MAC address. C. Broadcast MAC address. D. Loopback address. Correct answer. C. Broadcast MAC address. Explanation. FFFFFFFFF is the broadcast MAC address. Frames sent to this address are delivered to all devices within the same broadcast domain. Question number 10. Which protocol automatically assigns IP configuration to network hosts? A. DNS. B. SNMP. C. DHCP. D. Telnet. Correct answer C. DHCP. Explanation. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, automatically provides IP addresses, subnet masks, default gateways, and DNS server addresses to hosts on a network, eliminating manual configuration. Question number 11. Which VLAN type carries traffic from multiple VLANs between switches? A. Access port. B. Trunk port. C. Hybrid port. D. Mirror port. Correct answer. B. Trunk port. Explanation. A trunk port carries tagged traffic from multiple VLANs between switches, allowing VLAN information to be maintained across the network infrastructure. Question number 12. What is the administrative distance of a static route on a Huawei router by default? A. 1. B. 60. C. 110. D. 120. Correct answer. B. 60. On Huawei routers, the default administrative distance preference value of a static route is 60. A lower value means higher priority when multiple routes to the same destination exist. Question number 13. Which field in the IP header is decremented by 1 at each router hop? A. Protocol. B. Header checksum. C. TTL, time to live. D. Fragment offset. Correct answer. C. TTL, time to live. Explanation. The TTL field is decremented by 1 at each router. When TTL reaches 0, the packet is discarded and an ICMP time exceeded message is sent back to the source, preventing packets from looping indefinitely. Question number 14. Which technology allows multiple devices with private IP addresses to share one public IP address? A. DNS, B. VPN, C. NAT, D. VLAN. Correct answer, C. NAT explanation. NAT, Network Address Translation, translates private IP addresses to a public IP address, enabling multiple internal hosts to access the internet using a single or limited number of public IPs. Question number 15. You know SPF. What is the router with the highest priority in a broadcast network called? A. ABR, B. ASBR, C. DR. Correct answer, C. DR. In an OSPF broadcast network, the designated router, DR, is elected to reduce the number of adjacencies. It collects and distributes LSAs on behalf of all routers in the network segment. Question number 16. Which Huawei VRP command is used to save the current configuration? A. Write memory. B. Copy running config startup config. C. Save. D. Commit config. Correct answer, C. Save. Explanation. On Huawei VRP, the save command is used to save the current running configuration to the startup configuration file, ensuring settings are preserved after a reboot. Question number 17. What does ICMP stand for, and what is its primary use? A. Internet Control Message Protocol, used for error reporting and diagnostics. B. Internet Connection Management Protocol, used for IP assignment. C. Internal Communication Media Protocol, used for switching. D. Integrated Circuit Management Protocol, used for routing. Correct answer, A. Internet Control Message Protocol, used for error reporting and diagnostics. Explanation. ICMP is used for sending error messages and operational information. Common tools like ping and traceroute use ICMP to test connectivity and trace packet paths across a network. Question number 18. Which wireless frequency band is more susceptible to interference but provides greater coverage? A. 5 GHz, B. 2.4 GHz, C. 6 GHz, D. 60 GHz. Correct answer, B. 2.4 GHz. Explanation. The 2.4 GHz band offers greater range and better penetration through walls, but is more susceptible to interference from other devices, like microwaves and Bluetooth, since many devices share this frequency. Question number 19. Which type of firewall inspects packets based on state and connection tracking? A. Packet filtering firewall. B. Stateful inspection firewall. C. Application layer firewall. D. Proxy firewall. Correct answer, B. Stateful inspection firewall. Explanation. A stateful inspection firewall tracks the state of active connections and makes filtering decisions based on the context of traffic, offering stronger security and simple packet filtering. Question number 20. What is the primary function of DNS in a network? A. Assign IP addresses to hosts. B. Encrypts network traffic. C. Translate domain names to IP addresses. D. Monitor network performance. Correct answer, C. Translate domain names to IP addresses. Explanation. DNS, Domain Name System, resolves human-readable domain names like www.huawei.com into IP addresses that devices use to communicate, acting as the phone book of the Internet. If you want to practice more Huawei HCIA-Datacom V1.0 exam questions like these, you can download the complete Huawei HCIA-Datacom V1.0 practice questions PDF from Study for Exam. The full PDF includes updated exam questions, detailed explanations, real exam simulation practice tests, full coverage of routing, switching, WLAN, VRP, and network security. The download link is available in the description. If this video helped you understand the Huawei HCIA-Datacom V1.0 exam, make sure to like this video, Comment how many questions you answered correctly. Subscribe for more certification exam preparation videos. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your Huawei HCIA-Datacom V1.0 certification.